Iraqis understand.
President Obama provided his critics with ammunition last month when he had this to say about US plans to confront ISIS.
We don't have a strategy yet.
But at the NATO summit in Wales, a strategy has emerged, a coalition effort including NATO members.
NATO has agreed to play a role in providing security and humanitarian assistance to those who are on the front lines. Key NATO allies stand ready to confront this terrorist threat through military, intelligence, and law enforcement, as well as diplomatic efforts.
The US has been undertaking airstrikes against Islamic State targets in Iraq since June, but airstrikes alone won't defeat the Islamic State. Kurdish Peshmerga forces and the remnants of the Iraqi army are striking ISIS on the ground. But in unstable Iraq, and particularly in Syria, which was gripped by civil war even before the Islamic State arose, Obama lacks reliable military partners.
He hasn't shown that Iraq has, as yet, a national government, or that it will rebuild its forces. He hasn't addressed the issue of Syria or tied the airstrikes there to any clear policy either towards boosting the rebels or getting a more unified support from the Arab Gulf states for the rebels.
Obama has underlined the importance of getting Sunni majority states to join the coalition, since this would help undermine the Islamic State's claim to represent that branch of Islam. John Kerry is set to visit the Middle East to shore up support, with Jordan and Saudi Arabia amongst possible coalition members. Economic as much as military support could be of use.
If the United States can get Turkish and Arab help in shutting off the sort of economic links that allow the Islamic State to function, to illegally export oil, to basically deal with capital, the Islamic State's current financial basis becomes far, far more tentative.
In the US itself, ISIS's public beheading of 2 American journalists has pushed support for airstrikes in Syria to 60%, up from just 13% last year. What's lacking across NATO states is any appetite for ground forces going in on a large scale, meaning for now the Allies will have to rely on a combination of airstrikes and local partners on the ground, however unreliable they may be.